Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sorrowfan here, and this is the first time I'm showing you guys my Nightwalker. He was created on the day that Nightwalkers got revamped, of course, and his name is Claw Expert. Well, he wasn't exactly created on the day of Nightwalkers. I actually made him level 13 prior to their release. I made a level 13 Noblesse and got it to level 13 in preparation for the Nightwalker revamp. But anyway, you guys knew what I meant, I'm sure, and I just want to show you guys the revamp skills in this video. I'm sure some of you out there don't exactly know the skills yet. Maybe some Maple C players don't know the skills or something like that. I'm here to show you guys what GMS got. And real quick, my thoughts on Nightwalker classes, they're really good at bossing. Especially if you fund these guys, they'll be amazing and exceptional at bosses. They have incredible DPS. And I'm not only saying that because they're ranked number 2 or 3 on the DPS charts, but also because I witnessed their DPS for myself. Normally for my classes, once they get to level 130, I kind of know how, or I kind of have certain expectations for how a class should be at level 130. And Nightwalker actually blew it out of the water when it came to bossing and stuff like that. And by bossing, I mean, like, those little boss monsters in Monster Park Extreme, or Zachem, stuff like that. Nightwalkers actually excelled like greatly at stuff like that. Partially is because I have a couple equipment on here, but the main reason is because their skills are actually, well, uh, mainly this skill, Quintuple Star, is actually quite powerful. um, and their passive thingy with the bats flying all over the place. So that's quite crazy. But they're really fun class. I really enjoyed training it. I had a lot of help from a really cool guy in my server, YMCK server. He goes by Vocane or Kmino. In case I forget to add it after his IGN is spelled like that for his Bowmaster. He's a super cool guy. He helped me out a lot by offering me free Kana service to give me Kishin, the skill that increases spawn rate of mobs. So he helped me get to level 100 really a lot quicker than I could have on my own. But on the day of release, my Nightwalker, I got it from level 13 to level 100 and to about level 105, and the day after that I got from level 105 to about 125. So, and then from there, lately I've just been slowly leveling up my Nightwalker, very slowly every day. I do a couple bosses and stuff like that. Trying to get to level 150 so I can make a couple more videos on him before I put him to rest. So, in conclusion about Nightwalker, I think they're really fun. They're really good damage class, both in terms of bossing and mobbing. Their mobbing isn't exactly the best, but they have enough mobbing to do the best training maps. They're really cool, like I said. They are pretty unique in a lot of ways actually, and I really like that. And they're actually pretty fun class, and there's not much else to say, but again, conclusion, I personally like Night Lords a little bit better than Nightwalkers. It was a super close race for me between Night Lord and Nightwalker, but in the end I think I like Night Lords a little bit more, just a little bit. And it's mainly because of the throwing of the stars. I know it's kind of lame, but that ended up being the tiebreaker for me. So yeah, I like Night Lords a little bit more. But anyway, enough of that. Um, I might as well call this video a review as well, since I kind of gave my review on the class. My range is a little bit higher than average, I'm sure, because I do have a couple equipment. I'll go ahead and show you guys the equipment in this video. There's no harm in doing that. I actually bought this helmet from a friend of mine for a good price, so I'm like, why not? Screw it. 13% luck with decent Mystic Door. I'm like, whatever, sure. As you guys could clearly tell, I tried giving my Nightwalker a super purple look. The only thing that doesn't really go well is my shoes, because I don't have purple shoes yet. I'm gonna get some purple shoes though. It was pretty easy to get them from Monster Park Extreme. But anyway, my equips, real quick, you get this ring for making a Nightwalker to, I think, level 130 or something like that. This claw is for my Night Lord. So these two items right here are for my Shadower. This ugly shoe, I got it from the old MapleStory event. Some nice purple gloves from Monster Park Extreme. This is from the old MapleStory event. This is from my Wind Archer. This is why I'm actually able to boss on this character. Otherwise it will take really long, so this helps me out a lot to level up. You know, this is from my Shadower again, and you know, the Brute Squad medal. So I don't have much on this class, just stuff, you know, from my other classes and stuff. Have this. I bought this for 100 mil, so I'm like, why not? Because it made it perfect, made the suit perfect, and he looks super purple. I also bought eye color change for this character because I wanted his eyes to be purple. I kind of went the full 9 yards in doing that, but you know, whatever. It was only like 2k and extra, so 1.5k. So, anywho, finally going to check out the skills. In the beginner, you know, you have the same things as all Cygnus classes do. You have Imperial Recall, which brings you all the way back to your rev place, your hometown. You have Elemental Harmony. You know, luck increases 1 for every 2 levels the character gains. Elemental Expert, one of the best things in the game. Thankfully, only Cygnus Knights have it. Elemental Attributes, minus 50%. Kinda, a lot of people don't really get that skill, but it's really, really good. You have Elemental Shift, which is your flash jump for level 10 and under, which changes into your first job flash jump for all Cygnus Knights except for Wind Archer, I believe. So yeah, but you can still use this one if you wanted to. So yeah, I have. Don't worry about these things; these don't actually come with the class. And you also have Elemental Slash and Echo of a Hero at level 120, I believe. 100 or 120, one of those two. I do have all my link skills on this character, so let me make that clear. That's kind of why I'm a lot stronger than I should be, because of the link skills. I have all of them on here. Yeah, I'll go over each of them real quick, just so you guys can see exactly what I got on here. So yeah, we're gonna start with the first job. Now, first job we got Lucky 7. You know, your standard throwing 2-star skill right here. You have Dark Elemental. You guys can read the description on your own, but it looks like this. Let me get out of this guy's way. This is how the skill looks. Sorry, you guys couldn't see that properly. My apologies. We'll use it again. So that's how the skill looks. You got Haste. I like how it has different animation for the haste. It's really, really cool. So that's how haste looks. You guys can read that if you want. Dark Sight, you know, you gotta tap it again to get out of it, you know. I was kind of hoping it was like Dual Blades Dark Sight, where you could attack while in Dark Sight, but you can't. So that's a little unfortunate. You got Shadow Dodge, which this skill is super awesome. I remember using it to train at lower levels, but you don't need it later on. 1 second. Alright, sorry about the interruption, but anywho, like I was saying, I remember using Shadow Dodge at earlier levels, like level 30, level 20 to like 45. I remember using this skill because it was actually pretty helpful, and I just love how it looks. It's super cool. This would have been really, really useful back in the day where you couldn't attack mobs as a bowman or thief from a close range, because otherwise you'd have to like stab them. Those you old players out there know what the hell I'm talking about. You got Shadow Jump, which replaces your beginner flash jump, and it looks like so. You could use it twice in the air, so it's a triple jump, flash jump. Shadow Bat, this is your consistent skill that goes along with you for each job advancement. Super awesome skill. It shoots out bats all over the goddamn place that heal you for an incredible amount. This is what really makes their mobbing actually viable. Because it bounces so many times in later job advancements, and even early on this skill was putting in so much work for me. This skill really did, I feel, makes the class an actual viable class at all. So this is a really, really cool skill. It's kind of like Luminous, how it works, you know, Luminous reflection skill, how it goes all over the map. These bats jump from monster to monster all over the map, so it's really, really cool, really, really crazy. If anyone were to call the Nightwalker class OP, I'd assume that this skill would be the reason why that they called this class OP, because of Shadow Bats. So that's the first job. Thing about this class is they don't have much active attacking skills at all. That's kind of what I don't like about it, because leveling up was a little bit, you know, hard because of that reason, but the Shadow Bats made it doable. So a second job, it's kind of funny to see triple throw in second job, you know, it's just... Alright, sorry about that guys, my Maple just randomly decided to crash God knows why. But anyway, I was saying that it's really funny for me to see triple throw as second job. I'm just so used to it way back in the day how triple throw was your fourth job skill as a Night Lord. It's just crazy how now it's a second job skill. So you do get triple throw at second job, and it's like that. But triple throw, this class is like triple throw, quadruple throw, things like that work a little bit differently because it does 2 attacks first, and then it does a big kind of like finisher kind of star afterwards that supposedly explodes for even more damage. So your last hit will be more damage. So you see the 2 stars, and then the big star comes after. So that's how their skill kind of works. Kind of weird, but it's at least it's something different. You got your typical booster, looks pretty cool. Throwing mastery, critical throw. I know I messed up. I maxed out triple throw because I thought it would be a requirement for quadruple throw, so I ended up not maxing out critical throw. I thought it was a an error on Nexon's part, but it was an error on my part because I was stupid. I didn't realize that it didn't even say there's no requirement for this skill to be maxed or anything. So yeah, that was a mistake completely on my part. You're gonna want to max critical throw for sure. You're not gonna want to max triple throw. So yeah, critical throw, physical training, adaptive darkness, another new skill. This skill starts to go on with your job advancements as well, just like bad affinity. So these two are like consistent with every job advancement. So yeah, these are the last 2 skills. None of these are active. The only one that is active is triple throw and throwing booster. So that's what I mean. This class does not have a lot of actives at all. Next you got quad star. Notice how I didn't max it here because I learned from my mistakes in second job. So you throw 3 and then a big final one, as you guys can see, like that. You get Shadow Spark, which is your for you older players, you know how Night Lords used to have Avenger. This is kind of like Avenger. It works the same way, except it explodes at the end for like more bonus damage. But it's kind of like an Avenger kind of skill, so it looks like this. So it's really similar to Avenger, just a different kind of look, and you guys can see it explodes at the end. So that's called Shadow Spark. This is your main mobbing skill for, you know, the rest of your Nightwalker days. You got Dark Servant, which is your shadow partner, completely different shadow partner to the one Night Lords and Shadowers get. As you can see, this one does not follow you, like stick to your character rate like 100%. This one like does its own kind of thing, and it throws stars wherever it currently is. So as you can see, I threw mine down here. It's gonna that leg, but so like he's down there and I'm up here. I'll throw. Hold on, that was a bad example. So like he jumps and throws after. It's like, you guys know what I mean, I'm sure. So yeah, completely different Nightwalker that's kind of loose, I think the proper term would be. He's not exactly stuck to your character and stuff like that. So like, yeah, we could be facing different directions, as you guys can see right there. Moving on, you got your Shadow Claw, or whatever it's called, Spirit Projection, in Nightwalker's case, your, you know, Soul Arrow, or thing that makes you not use stars for a duration. So it looks really cool in this class. Enveloping Darkness, Alchemic Adrenaline, pretty useful skill for unfunded people. Adaptive Darkness, number 2, and Darkness Ascending. This skill is your revive skill, so it's like your, I don't know what the word is, I just forgot it actually. Your second chance, I guess you could say. So, you know, if you die, you revive with full H or near full HP, and of course it has a long cooldown, otherwise it'd be broken. But this skill saved me definitely a lot of times training this character, so I really like this skill. Fourth job, you got your Call of Cygnus. This might be confusing for some people. You don't get this skill at level 100. You do have to do a couple quests at level 120 to get Call of Cygnus. You just have to do these Cygnus quests. They're not hard at all. It's just a bunch of talking. But then you do get this skill. At first I thought it was a mistake on Nexon's part again, but I remembered that on my Wind Archer as well, and all Cygnus classes, at level 120 you have to do a couple quests to get your Maple Warrior skill. So at level 120 you get this, for those of you guys that are still confused and lost about it. You got Quintuple Star, you know, shoot 4 and then a big final one. So it's like that. Dark Omen, a cool mobbing skill that's really cool, but the cooldown is very long. I'm not sure if the cooldown goes down with levels. As you can see, I put 3 points into it in hopes that the cooldown was going down, but it does not from what I could see. But the skill looks like this. Really cool skill. Super short duration, unfortunately, but it's still pretty cool. Next you got Shadow Stitch, which is your binding skill. Really, really good for bosses. You just gotta make sure it lands, because I know on Hilla, if you use it while she's in the air, it does not work. But I'll go ahead and show you how it works. I was kind of confused with it at the beginning. At first, I would just press the skill and thinking it works like other binds, but this one you actually have to hold down, and you'll see that it spreads further and further, and then let go when you wanted to actually bind the monsters. So that skill took a little bit for me to finally realize. So that's how that skill works. It decreases by 1 second for each enemy hit, so it's pretty cool in that aspect, although versus against bosses you're pretty much only facing one monster, so it's kind of useless, but at the same time it's a cool add-on, I guess. You got Throwing Expert, your typical expert. Dark Blessing, really, really good skill. I like it a lot. Definitely more better for bossing, of course. Adaptive Darkness number 3. Continuation. Bad Affinity number 3, another continuation. Vitality Siphon or Siphon. This skill is really, really cool. You guys can read what it says, and I'll go ahead and show you guys it actually working in action. Let me just go ahead and buff up here. And let me use these buffs down here. You can't use your Dark Servant skill on a rope like Shadow Partner, unfortunately. It's kind of annoying. So look at my HP. You see 10.4k right now, 11k, 11.6, 12.3, 12.9. I think I get all the way up to 17k. It only lasts a short duration, but like as long as you're fighting a boss or something, it'll stay there. So I kind of let the stacks go to waste by accident because it does run out extremely quickly. So yeah, if you're fighting a boss monster, it's super useful, but otherwise it's kind of hard to get to max stacks, which is 10 I believe. So I'm trying my best. Alright, so I got it to 7 stacks. You guys saw my HP. I lost it again, so I'm not going to try to get it to max again. But really, really cool skill. Extremely helpful for bossing because it gives you an extra HP bonus, and it's really good. And then the final skill is Shadow Slip. It's a really, really cool skill. It's like Shadow Shifter for those Night Lords and Shadowers, where it gives you a nice dodge chance, but this one also gives you damage absorption, so really, really cool. But like I said, not many active skills at all. That's something I think the class is kind of flawed in or lacking. I feel like they could have added at least one more, mobbing skill especially. But you know what, it's fine. The class is still great thanks to their bat affinity skill, which has the bats flying out all over. You can see a bat following me right now, and I'll show you guys the bat attacking something else. So now I have 2 bats on me, or following me rather, and as you can see, that bat went behind me and attacked another mob. So really, really cool skill. But yeah, so that's the Nightwalker class pretty much. I'm trying to get to level 150 for the hyper skill, which they allows them to summon 3 shadow partners. That seems absolutely amazing, despite their damage decrease. I'll go ahead and show you guys the hyper skill descriptions. So this one's called Dominion. You guys could pause the video if you want to read it. I'm sure we all know how it looks by now, but I don't think I'll be getting my Nightwalker to 170, so won't be able to show you guys this myself, but the description's there. Your typical level 200 skill. And then Shadow Illusion. This is the skill that I'm trying so hard to get. I'm going to be getting this for sure, and then once I do get 150 and this skill, I'll go ahead and make a bossing series or a bossing montage for you guys with my Nightwalker, showing off him bossing. In the meantime, I'm going to be training him to level 150, so I have that ahead of me. I'll go ahead and show you guys the stars that I use. They're just stars for my Night Lord. Nothing too special, nothing fancy, just what I had for my Night Lord. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the class. That's the new skills for the class. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you guys enjoy it? Is it your new main? I know it's not going to be mine for sure. And do you like my character's look? I think it looks pretty cool. But that's all for this time, guys. Let me know what you think of the class and their skills. Do you think they're missing another attacking skill like I feel, or are you completely satisfied with the class? So yeah, till next time, guys, this has been a Soulful production. See you all in the next one. Peace. If you liked that last video, why not click another, and I'd appreciate if you subscribed.